If you had a planned bit where I ordered steak, points to you.
I'm there.
No. We're good. Okay. It's kind of short, but I wrote this when I was drunk and then realized all of it wasn't funny at all. So I had to scribble more down and write lame over something.
That's my Jill.
And it just happened.
More drinking.
More drinking.
Oh, him.
That guy.
Alright. Let me start by saying that Jim is one of the most wonderful people I've ever met. He's one of my best friends. He's kind, caring, an awesome shopping buddy. I mean, how many full-fledged, chocolate-loving, Dungeons & Dragons playing gay guys do you know that still praise the Lord?
That's me.
Jim's life story, if ever published, should rightfully be titled, Out of the Closet and Into the Light, Embracing the Lord and Man Love One Day at a Time. I had to skip a bunch. So no, seriously, he's a great guy, along with the fact that he has a bubbly sidekick named Chris. Jim and Chris remind me of Ace and Gary, the ambiguously gay duo. Chris isn't gay, they don't wear spandex, and Gary doesn't swallow. Chris has always been like the nerdy older brother that nobody expected to get laid. Mind you, every time he does get drunk, he rehashes most of his sexual woes and experiences out loud.
Only digital.
I know what happens in your bedroom because you tell me. And then I vomit for 2 hours. A drunken Chris is an entertaining sight. Once intoxicated, Chris can ingest half a bag of Doritos, half a pizza, because the rest of the guests ate the other half, any form of cookie that happens to be hiding in your house, the other half of the bag of Doritos, and then has the energy to ask, hey guys, you want to go to the diner? Every fucking 5 minutes. Starving. Watch out, ladies. Not only does he play Dungeons & Dragons, but he knows you. I had the pleasure of taking yoga classes with Chris, which admittedly was ballsy of him, seeing as how he was the only guy in class. But having Chris in class, well, couldn't tell if I was impressed or going to vomit. Chris is really a good guy.
It's a very fun line with Chris.
Yeah, really goofy. He's like an older brother.
Well, you gagged.
Yeah, an older brother that gets too drunk at parties and runs outside every 30 minutes to vomit near bushes. He's quite the running regurgitator. He stares at my chest a little too much to be a brother, but he's still kind when he decides to look in my face. I really regret the fact that Heather couldn't have the night off to sit with us and drink and bash each other, but I guess it's for the best. Her and alcohol is like inviting an unpaid table dancer, except this way the gratuity's already included.
Good titties.
Titties.
While I'm up here, I might as well introduce my fiance, Owens, the other ginger kid in the room. He's a tie-dye wearing hippie, but we still love him. If you still can't pinpoint him, he's the other one with all the redundant quotes from hits like Spaceballs and Family Guy. Honey, it was funny the first 100 times, but save that for the bedroom. You know the Schwartz always puts me in the mood. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming out. And since nobody has said it yet, I hope that you hate Hawaii and you come back because I really need my shopping ready.
I don't have actually anything prepared. I'm better at the peanut gallery roll. But I do have to say, Jim, we are going to miss you. I'm especially going to miss those nights where drink after drink and hit after hit, sitting in my sister-in-law's bathroom and you stare lovingly into my brother's eyes. How much you want him, and my brother suddenly desperately needs to go to the bathroom. We'll also gratefully forget the night during a wrestling match. Jim stands back and says,
Oh yeah.
Sexy. To tell you the truth, Jim, you're not my favorite person to drink with. Unless I can hide.
You can hide inside me.
See, look, you pissed off my fiance.
It's a long story to happen at band camp.
Except Jim played the
Promise
tuba.
not to tell.
Oh, God. I promised a lot of things.
Anyway,
Quit you.
I do have to say, we do hope to spread the religion of the great mallard. Most of you don't know, so I'm going to leave you in the dark because it's easier. It's a long story. But Jim is now the flame of the mallard and very proud of it.
Hell yeah!
We thought about
Out of the closets and into the pond.
We thought about calling him the rainbow of the mallard, but it was just a little hard to write down. Once again, sloshed. Chris, I can't leave you out because I said, why don't you come up here and bash Jim for a good 30 minutes? And I feel like I got to be the defender here, but yeah, the best part of you ran down the shower wall, man. And to think you were the fastest swimmer.
Fastest swimmer, the shark choked.
Your mom should have swallowed you. But in other news,
I heard that joke while eating my mashed potatoes, by the way.
does it taste good?
Ban Parker.
Wonderful. You just saved the world from your own reproduction. Jim, we're also going to miss you in the sovereign nation of the cul-de-sac. With the two of us leaving, actually, the army is dwindling out there. For those of you who don't know, our cul-de-sac
casualties
is our very own little nation. We stare at people when they drive in and circle out, and we threaten to sick Jim on them. They stay away. It's great. But Jim, really, you've been around for years. You've helped me keep my sister-in-law. Marijuana and freedom is once again placed upon those poor wretched souls in my hands. So Jim, my brother's going to miss you. I'm going to miss you, but not for the same reasons he is. I'm going to Chicago to escape. But we'll read about my brother in the paper. Thank you for everything you've done to keep everyone alive at that house.
We can only hope for the best.
No shit.
I came up with all this shit at work today, as you can tell. Half the crap I'm just like making up off the top. I am not good at this at all. I'm not a funny person. Your joke is probably not going to make any sense.
Hooray!
But anyway, okay. So Chris, thanks for putting this together, and Joe for Truffles stuff. You're a good guy for the most part. You have your downfalls, like your opinions. You give them as a fact, and you're the only person whose ego can match Narcissus.